laser. This is supposed to be part 3. Right now I'm gonna focus on getting things in order, like the colors that we need to work with, and maybe I'm gonna adjust the lighting. Maybe might add an HDRI to get like more, or maybe let me play around with the lighting to find a better tone that would work with what we want to get. Majorly on colors, that's what I'll be focusing on. We can already see I like that orange top and it gives us that warmth. Can't work with the blue. It's too much. This the saturation. I think that is gonna work, and then we can have this blue as well. Or let's have it orange-ish, so that we can have more warmth in the scene. And the next thing I'm gonna play around with is the color management. We find something that give us what we would like more, or that we find more appeasing to look at. I think the very high contrast would work really nice. So maybe let's see if we get more of that and get some gamma in. Yeah. Okay, let me just start working on the colors of the different items. Let's start with the teacup. I was thinking of adding like some extra stuff, like so that you can have like let me just continue. We shall see how this thing will roll out. Okay, so first of all we need to create a new material for the cup, and I'm gonna call it cup, and you just need to use the shader editor to like adjust your materials, or you can go on the properties panel and you shall find the same things, but it's more flexible when you're using nodes compared to the standard properties panel material panel. So I think we can start by trying a white cap and see how that goes. Can make it a little bit dark and reduce the roughness or increase it. Let's see. I think it's a good in between that. I mean, get rid of the denoise. Oh my god, I still did lock my camera. Got to lock my camera before I mess everything up again. Okay, so back to that. I need to just zoom in a bit. Let me just exit the camera and get close to the cup, and let's see. We just use the denoiser so that it can be a little bit faster. See this. We pull up some. Yeah. Let me start with just one object in the scene. Maybe it's gonna give me more context of the color that I should pick. There's less to look at. Makes it easier to just like find what will work for you. So where's the what? Oh, it's in the same layer as the okay. So let me try an orange one. Don't like the metallic vibe that is coming off of it, and it's too smooth. Maybe that can work. I need to copy the material from the cup to the handle by pressing Ctrl L to link materials. That's what I'm gonna do, and now we have that. It looks kind of nice for now. Let's continue adding. And now for the salsa, I'm just gonna name it sauce again, and then I think I'm gonna reset all these values and make sure all the specular has to be at 0.5 and also roughness plays at 0.5, and the main color we might work with white or almost the same color, orange. That would be sure. Ting 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 ting. I think also the camera angle is not that good. Let me see. Let me try and find another camera angle and see if I'll find something I like again. Okay. Supposed to be unlocking the light, so I'm supposed to be an object. I mean the camera. So my camera is free to move again, so I just need to find a good angle. And let me just get these things back so that I can have context. I think if this was a tight shot I could rock, but the BG, the background, I call my backgrounds BG, so make sure you name that plane as well to BG so that it can be easy for you to find the object whenever you want to like make changes to it, or yeah, basically that's why you need to find the object. So I think that color looks nice. This is turquoise, and what if we make it a little bit smooth? What happens then? Nothing good. Nothing good. Okay, 5. Maybe let's give it a darker value. Let me see. Many colors in this color for me not to try different ones. Okay, back to white again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna work with that. I'm gonna use the same material for this. I think I'll have to do some adjustments. To get rid of the snapping. Once I get rid of the snapping, I can just lift this up a little bit. And nice. I think that looks fairly nice. Yeah, it looks good. It's not fairly nice, it looks good, nigga. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube, but I'm black. I can say that, I think. I'm joking. Let me get this a little bit thicker. Yeah, that looks better. So for this, you just need to find a color that I will work with. So let me just do this and then call this calendar. And I can change the color to just find out what I'm changing first. So I think white looks good on it, so I'm gonna work with white, and I am going to do something freaky for you guys for right now. I'm going to do a UV, and UVs are basically projecting the 3D object into 2D space so that you can easily apply textures to it. So I will do that specific task because I want to use an image texture on the calendar to display what I want to do. So what I will do here is I have to create a duplicate of this front piece so that I can be able, I'm going to create a new collection by pressing M and renaming it to dupes for duplicate, and then I'm just gonna duplicate this and send it back to calendar. Where is that? Why it did not go in? Now it's in, so I'm gonna hide this, and then we have this. So what I'm going to do right now is kind of destructive, because like right now the mesh is just in its basic form when you look at it, but when I use the modifiers I get this non-destructive edits on it, which means that I can go back to the initial form of the object. So the basic thing that right now I'm supposed to do is just apply these modifiers, and you have to apply the modifiers from top to bottom so that they can work correctly. That's just thumb of rule. So if you look at it right now, it's one object. You can go to edit mode, and there's like the cuts that the modifiers were able to put without actually destroying the object. That's why it's called like a non-destructive workflow. So all I need to do right now is just UV this. There was already a good UV here, but I don't like it, so I'm just gonna do UV to unlock. There's a problem. Unlock fail, solve one. And is it? I can't. Let me just do a smart UV project. That always helps. So then I just do that. Well, it still doesn't work. So let me go back here and try to. Where's the? Okay. Apply scale. Go back to UVs. Okay, let me just create UVs. So creating UVs is gonna be something really simple. Basically what we do to project the 3D object into 2D space is cutting the 3D object. If you remember, I don't know what you guys did in math, but there was this specific topic called nets. So we used to like tear down cuboids and cubes into like how you'd see them in a 2D representation. So that's the basic concept that we are using, where it's just geometry that I actually do not understand that much, but anyways, I can do it, you know, can do it, I can learn it. So that's what we're doing here, learning stuff. So next thing I need to do is just make sure that I have loops selected so that I can cut it. So how do we cut this 3D object? Just press U and you're gonna get this drop down menu, and there's this mark seam option. When you select it, you'll see these red lines on your object. This is where the object will be cut. So let's just do a UV projection and see how that turns out. This is a incredible, horrific this is the most ugly thing I've ever seen, but there's a way I can just skip all this and just do like a good simple, I don't, okay, let me just see what I can do. I need to have a checker box so that I can be able to see if the UVs are wrong or right. So what I'll do is just go to material, view, press N, and there's an add-on that I have. It's called quick UV checkers. You just press add UV texture and you get your UVs showing. So you just need to move your mouse because it's like scanning. The UVs look nice, that's what I can say, but I don't trust them yet. I need to trust this UVs. I need to know how it works when I paint on it, because I'm going to use like, I'm going to paint on the 2D projection so that I can be able to have the texture appearing accordingly, or how I would like it to appear. So you can see it seems to work okay, but how would it work when I send it to Photoshop and I want to just work on Photoshop to get the UVs working the way I want? So for now I'll just assume it works and I shall proceed from here. I will just do a separate video maybe on Photoshop. I'll just make whatever I want to make later, but for now that will be like our placeholder. So lighting, back to lighting space, and then I have to bring back all the objects, and there we go. So that's that. Now we have our pen. I had like reference for the pen, but I didn't save that. Oh man, but I think I have something on, there's a page with those things. Oh man, did I close that page? Yeah, I found it. Doesn't have to look the same. I'm not going to add any text to the pen. So one thing I just want to do is rotate this pen so that we can have a chance to look at the clip, because it's a small detail not to put it in because I modeled it. So okay, I have to rotate this the y-axis. Now it's gonna be a z. Yeah, it's gonna be a z. So 90. Yeah, that's not bad. So let me start adding materials to this. First of all, this bit is supposed to be silver, so let's work on a silver material. And why is it this weird? I don't know. I really do not know. So okay, pen button, let's go button. That's what we're gonna do, and then just make sure you assign this specific texture here. Why does it look like it has the UV thing on it and it doesn't? Why? Remove. Yeah, it's not supposed to behave this way. It's weird. Anyways, so I know why. It's because I added it onto the object. Oh damn, I know, I saw. No. So let's go back to DPN. Okay, something is not working right here, and I actually don't know what is not right. So it seems I have to like just get rid of these materials on the pen so that I can just add my own materials. So I'm just gonna do that as I proceed with this different sections. So this is gonna be the pen button, and then just make it metallic, and you can reduce the roughness. Yeah, that looks decent. And this pen doesn't look, I don't like the color, so let me just combine this and that, same color, and then this has to be like a different color, so I'm gonna call it pen case or something. Yeah, case, whatever, or tube. Yeah, that's the best, the better word to use, tube. Okay, then we find a color. Right, let's find a color. What is going on? Oh, that's why it wasn't. I was like, why is it not changing the color? I was like, damn, what's going on? What's going on? I was about to panic. But materials, material, and hidden. This looks a little bit weird. I think I need to have a look at happening here. So I have to go back so that I can see where it's coming from. That's weird now. Yep, that's weird. Select this, scale them down. Oh, it's actually not showing. That's just some weird stuff happening. Don't know what that is happening. Don't know what's happening, but whatever, man. Whatever, man. It's not gonna get the joke then. So this is the rings. This is just gonna be the same material as the pen, because basically it's gonna be, or let me just call them different thing and have their own material. I'm gonna call it them rings. It's gonna be metallic. We're going to have a little bit of shininess, and then we can make this fancy color. Maybe this guy has some money, bro, and he has some gold rings on his calendar for some reason, or maybe even the pen should be gold too, bro. Okay. Maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe, maybe. So, car. So, select that. Go to the outliner, find the pen or collection, select the hierarchy, and then you can just press Shift D and create a duplicate, because I want multiple pens happening here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add another pen here, and this one I'll rotate it again by maybe 45. That doesn't make sense. Let's just make it lie on its clip. So 90 on the Z, and that is cool. So you just need to create a different color for this. And whoa, no, that's oh, it's cool, so you can just do that. So let me explain one thing that might be confusing. Whenever you look at the material editor, and next to here where you see the pen tube name, there's this this number. This means this material is shared amongst like 4 objects, and when you press it, it becomes a single user material, which means it only applies for a single object. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. I like that color already, that's turquoise. So I'm going to select that and then Control L, link materials, and then we have a turquoise pen going on there. And maybe this one needs to have a silver button on top, so this is gonna be like underscore silver. So I'm going to take this down, the saturation, so that we can get it to silver. Then I'm gonna take all the metal parts of the pen and just link the materials. So that's what I am doing now. Pay attention, I'm holding down Shift as I select all the parts that need to be sharing the silver material, and I select the object that I want to copy from the last, and then Control L and link materials, and now every part is gonna be what we need it to be. And since I don't want to put coffee inside this cup because it's gonna be a hassle to do that, I can try to do something. Let me see if I just add a sphere. This sphere is too big for the scene. Gonna bring this up. Oh damn, there's so much snapping going on. Bring this up, place it somewhere like there, scale it down, then smooth, then just give it a brown color, and then name this material coffee. Coffee, oh my god, and name the object as well coffee, just to be safe when we need to get rid of stuff or hide them and things like this. So just gonna give it like, it can be tea as well. Yeah, it can be tea. I don't know, it can be tea. And then we're gonna make this smooth, and then I'm going to add a modifier called a displacement modifier. A displacement modifier, what it does, it displaces the points on geometry, and this is the faces, the edges, and the vertices, and it is controlled by textures. These textures are the ones that actually do the displacing. So let me go to, when you select this, you'll go to the texture property panel, and you can add different textures, and you can see already I have a texture going on top of the sphere. and that's cool, I guess. So let's find something that makes sense. It doesn't have to be that extreme, it needs to be just subtle enough, you know. This looks like porridge now. Oh, yeah, black coffee in it, bruv. Black coffee in it. It's super black. Super black coffee. Super black coffee. So let me add metal balls. I've never used metal balls like for forever, man. Let me just add metal balls and see what I can do to like fake the smoke or steam thing. It's just something I am trying out. But the scene is coming on nicely. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Metal bolos, they call them motoballs, metaballs, metaballs, metabolos, metaballs. I think it's not cool if I get shadows that hard from smoke, even though is there a way of turning off shadows being casted by other objects? I wonder. I think it's possible. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to research. So just keep on stacking up this stuff and see what we'll get eventually. Eventually. I wonder why. That's so weird. I never knew you can do that. The way you can select all metables by just selecting the solid part, even though they're not connected. Okay, let me find something. Let me add another metal ball. Like, let's say a capsule. No, I don't need that. Ellipsoid. It's an ellipsoid. Ellipsoid. It's gonna crush Blender. I suspect it's hanging already. It's not yet in the scene. Please do not crash on me. Please do not crash on me. Please do not crash on me. And it did not. Thank you, Blender, for being so generous. Damn, I don't like this. So I'm just gonna delete it. Anyways, I don't like the way it looks like. And it's making the scene laggy as hell. I hope my mic is loud enough. Loading. It's cancel that. And it's loading. So it's back. So I can just delete this. What? I lost all my metal balls in the process? Surprisingly weird. I have to select that so that when I delete, I still have my all metal balls in the scene. So I don't know why I still don't feel this thing. It needs more stuff happening, but it's just a basic thing. So let me just need to fill this in. Like this specific shot needs to be filled, man. Like filled. There's an empty space here, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So let me just do another parent. Let me create a new parent. Let me take all these metal balls and link them to this by parenting them and keeping the transform, and parenting the cup to the saucer and keeping the transform. So whenever I move them, they move together. Oh, I forgot about the hot stuff. So hot stuff goes with, oh my goodness, hot stuff parented to sauce as well. And then I move this back a bit, and then I move it on the side a bit, the side a bit, on the side a bit, you side a bit. And the lighting starts to look weird because I didn't set it up for that. Damn, I have to do that. If I have to, I will do it suddenly. But for now, I am not doing that. Just need to find a good angle for this. Alright, maybe on the background we can add something else. Let me see if I just add a cylinder there. Let's see what happens if we have a cylinder just chilling at the back there. And this is just a placeholder to see if it's gonna be crazy or it's gonna be a sane idea to just do it. So okay, soccer. I wanted to say soccer. It's okay. It's okay. It's soccer. It's okay. It's soccer. Yeah. I'm gonna add a Suzanne head. That's gonna be a good thing to add. It's just like a hint. It's like, yo, this is made in Blender. If you don't love Blender, you can go and jump off a plane and enjoy that experience with the shoot, you know. I was supposed to say something sadistic, but I didn't. See what I did there? See what I did there? Okay. Take that, bring it a little bit this way and rotate it a little bit that way. Yeah, I really don't see why Suzanne needs to be in this shot, but let's see if I just make them tiny and then make sure it snaps to the floor. And like I said, you just need to activate the snap tool, and it's here, and then when you just press it just snaps. But right now it's snapping to faces, and this object has one face here, so it's gonna be weird. So I have to just do it manually for now, because there is an add-on for this, but I can't remember the name, so I just do it manually. Sometimes it sucks because it's never accurate unless you just take your time with it, and we don't take our time with it, you know. We're always in a rush for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna find some asset material I have that maybe I can just dump on it to make it like look unique or different, you know. I usually like this. I always love this material. Created it from gazing and trial and error and trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Yep, we are not using any of these materials. Let's just get back to where we were, and we'll just give it basic material. Where's the shader editor? And then just Suz for Suzanne, and then give it a color. Oh, it doesn't have a color now. Oh, this is why I was changing different channel. I'm gonna keep it white, but it's gonna be a darker value. And then I'm going to reduce the roughness just to make it a little bit smooth, or we can just make this metallic. That would be dope, bro. Metallic. And then I can give it, and just, I think silver is okay. And then just to make it look like an desk aesthetic, I'm just gonna make some duplicates maybe. I'm gonna do Alt D so that they can share the same. It's like I have one object, but there are two objects because they're sharing the same data block, so it doesn't cost you much when you add them to your scene. What I mean, the scene doesn't get super heavy and annoying. That's what I mean. Like when I added the capsule metal ball, that's super annoying and laggy. That's what I mean. So still don't like this camera angle for some reason. But this will have to not do. It cannot do like that. It cannot work like that. And maybe they should add something like, nah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Don't like this one. Yeah, we'll have that just sitting there like that. Then for the BG, we have to find another color. Don't like that. What's happening there? It's not cool. This white looks so wrong. Why is this not sharing the same material as that? Abomination. You cannot be an abomination here. You see, you cannot. So let me go back here and do this. Remove it's an item. Remove grid. Add grid. Remove grid again and add grid again. It's hard to see the texture when it's trying to render at the same time, so let me just work with this. Yeah, that's perfect. And then you go back there. Maybe the problem about this shot is because we don't have like something we can call the subject of the image, and it looks kind of, I think I need to rearrange these things so that it can look better. There's a way it just feels weird to me. So what I'm gonna do right now is just reposition things. I feel like this calendar needs to come to the position where the coffee cup is. So like so. Let me just move this here. This is just moving things fast, and then we'll figure them out later, like if it really works well like that or not. This is too close to the camera. Then this, let me just select these two pens here and go now and move them. No, come on. Yeah, I can move them, so I can move them somewhere like here, and then take this cup and move it here. Or I can move it a bit forward somewhere. Let me make this so small. Oh, I can do that. So let me just do this in edit mode. Yeah, that looks really cool now. Looked really bad early on. It was too big. It was too big for this action. Too big. So I'm gonna move this here, and I'm just gonna rotate it and put it somewhere like there. What I'm gonna do is just readjust the lights, because I don't like the light setup right now. I just feel weird about it. So let's start with the rim light as usual. So make sure you have selected the rim light, and then press Control 0 when you're hovering this 3D viewport that doesn't have, like, if you have your scene set up like mine. But just select the camera and make sure that everything, the local camera has to be set to the light itself. You have to just select it from there and lock it to the view, so that whenever I move it, just adjust the position of the light. And damn, I like this already. I think I can make it a little bit bright. Let me just move it closer. Yeah, let's just have it there. Let's go to the key light. Make sure you select the key light on your outliner, and then go back here and just find a good place where you can, yeah, that doesn't look that bad, because we have our fill light to make sure light goes everywhere. So that's what we need to do right now. Oh my god, I adjusted the wrong light. Told you, you have to make sure you just select the light from the outliner, and then you can just press Control 0, number 0, that is, if you're on a desktop using like the, I don't know what's the name, the big keyboards, the massive ones. So we have that there. It's giving us the key light is hitting here, so it's highlighting this, and I don't like this where this is facing, so maybe I can just rotate it to that side, or maybe someone just placed it on the table, so it should maybe there. And then press 0 here, so that I don't adjust the light instead of going to adjust what I want to adjust, because I wanted to just touch on the metal balls. And okay, let me just come here and select them all, and then I can move them as I please and rotate them as well. No, I don't need that. I think I'll get rid of this metal bonds. I don't think that idea is flying from now, or let me just keep them first, because I haven't finished setting up the lights. So back to the lights, go back to the fill, So the fill line is to just make sure the light is going almost, is hitting all the objects evenly, something of the sort. That's my understanding of it. Don't take my word for word. See, it looks really good. All we need to do right now is just like fit the tone of the image that we have here, which is going to be a little bit hard for me, but we shall find how to do it. And there's a little bit of overexposure here. Maybe if I go back to the renders part and I can reduce the exposure and get a little bit of gamma, a little bit, yeah, a little bit of gamma, you know, gamma gooya, gamma gooma, gamma ginty, gamma. The hell am I saying? I will understand myself too. Yeah, I like that. And I can add another point light at the back. And then just press number 0. Oh my god, I did something wrong. Okay, let me go here, select the camera, number 0, back on the camera, then just go here. The reason why it didn't work is because like the light I just added, it doesn't belong here, and that is what I was explaining earlier. So we have this new rim light, and that's what we need to adjust. So rim 01, and then you see voila, it works. So you just need to place this light the back somewhere at the back. I like the glowing effect that I'm getting from this light, so we can just bring it back a bit, and then let's just add maybe let me get up that light and then try and move it manually from here. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. Maybe let me just add an HDRI and see what can happen. So I have this tool. You can add an HDRI via world panel, but I'm not going to show that now, so I'm just going to use this add-on. It's called HDRI. You just have your folders with your HDRIs, and what you just need is just to go to that specific folder and set it as your destination, where the web blender can like source the HDRIs. So there's a folder here supposed called LCG. I don't know where it, oh yeah, find it, and then there's HDRI somewhere here. Yeah, nope, not that here. So just select this, accept, and then we have the HDRIs loaded up. So you can see already we are getting cool reflections on Suzanne, and we can fly through the different HDRIs just using this, and we can see different lighting conditions, and we can just pick something that we want, and then we can adjust the strength of the HDRI and reduce it to what we think is bright enough, or like what we want, the influence of the HDRI. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so far I don't like anything that is within my library. I don't like that. I don't like that either. This one looks decent, but how does it look like when it's not connected? So let me just try and see that. So this means that I can add another light here at the top to like, maybe let me just add an area light and shift A to add stuff. I don't know if I mentioned that, but so shift A, go to light, and then go to area, and then just bring this area light up, and then just need to add just the color that you want it to show. Maybe let's just put it in gold as well, and then just make it 50 and the strength. There's something I don't like about this. Is it the fill light? Yeah, this thing is too powerful though. Needs to reduce that. We need to reduce that, and then we need to rotate this again. If you maybe get a better color for it, or like a different color for the mug, because it's still not flying with me. Maybe interesting. So let me just delete these metal balls. Finally see that I don't need them. Don't like them at all. So let me, yeah, I can actually still adjust the camera. So let me adjust this camera just a bit. Just a bit, and press home to just make sure you're seeing everything, so that you can have better positioning of the camera. I like this scene already, bro. I like it. I love it. I wanna just make a jibby jabbers, jibby jabber jabbers. So I'm gonna give it a render, and then I think we're gonna call it the end of this. I'm not gonna show you like, or maybe I can do that, I don't know. Okay, I'll just do that. I'll go into Photoshop and show you guys how I add the texture onto this. But now the thing is, I'll just do it. Let me just do a quick render so that we can see what we have so far, and maybe I can go into compositing, because I have to composite this like for my own sake. I like it composed in style, you know, in style. I need to cancel this. There's something that is rendering wrong on the calendar bit, so I need to go back to layout, and then I need to find oops. What? Oops is okay. And what is the problem there? Because this is supposed to show through. There's an object here that I see. Yeah, it's perfect. So let me just go back to rendering and let's render this again. I don't like the samples. This is too high. It's gonna take forever and we don't need that. So I'm just gonna have like 500 samples, and let me see some other things that we can change. We can reduce the light bounces now. We just need them because we have like a lot of bouncing going with the glossiness and things like this. So I'd rather have the full calculation going on. Actually, there's this. Okay, let me just try and do 5. Okay, and then direct light filter. First, yeah, let's do that. First GI, replace add. What's the difference? Replace global illumination with ambient occlusion after a specified number of bounces. I don't like that idea. Add ambient occlusion to the diffuse surfaces. Okay, let's just render with it and see what's the difference. We'll do 2 renders so that we can see the difference and make a deduction about it. How long have you been doing Blender Day? Are you doing it long? Oh, I know why this is happening. I remember. The reason why this is happening, the weird blocks, is because like I had the objects that I used to do the polling here, they just don't need to be seen in the render or the viewport. So I'll just do it again. F12 to render, that's how I do it. Or you can just go to render and then render image, and just go back here and just watch this happen or unfold. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
How did you get the name Legend? Because I'm legendary. Legendary. Legend means milk. Legend. No, no. No, but no, the milkman. No, but interesting enough, the first time I ever heard.
I'm on my phone. I was checking out some Instagram before I met this Hardy. She made me feel like the Joker, the Joker, the Joker, the Joker. This side is so dark. I think we need to fix that as well. It doesn't look really good. Or maybe it's because I'm not using maximum light balances. Let me just stop doing that, and let me get rid of fast here as well. And then, because it's not that fast. It's not like incredibly fast. That's what I mean. I chose, I came, I saw, I came to watch. Yeah, it's still rendering almost the same speed. Yeah, I think I'll just end this stream from here because I don't think we'll be covering the texturing thing in Photoshop because it's just a 3D thing, and I'm thinking about it, and I don't think it's a good idea to just make the video long, and we are doing 3D here. So for this calendar I will have to maybe do a different video on UVs. Maybe I'm not that good with UVs, but I can do UVs. I can do UVs. It's not something that you can actually say you are good at, because it comes with its challenges. Depends with the object, many things, many variables, many variables. But anyways, I thank you guys for joining or watching. Do leave a like and subscribe. And this one was really long, we went up to an hour. That's crazy. So anyways guys, have a great day. This is the final part of this video, and I'm glad I was able to like record this in a single day, because live stream this actually, because I don't like editing videos. That's why I just prefer just doing it on live stream and sharing it with you guys. So I will change the thumbnail of the video to the thumbnail of the final result, and you will see it then. So bye bye.